Hello, everyone. Let's check. Let me, type something to see if you. Let's see if somebody's in. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing very well. Today's what Sunday. I believe it's September 6th or so, and just want to have this quick discussion with you guys, just to know where you guys are, whether you guys are also finding the same issues that I'm coming across. And so, anyway, so today's discussion is going to be on obviously the border is open. Ghana is open for travel, at least by flights. But they have some restrictions in place, and so I want us to discuss some of this stuff because um, so to give the information out there so people can know how to go about this because there are some people that don't even know where to go to get this testing, and with all that, um, with all the timeline, the 72 hours prior to your arrival in Ghana, and stuff like that. So anyway, so I know some people, there have been charter flights. That was the first flight to arrive, and some people have been able to fly over there. So if everything works, that's great. But I have some questions about some of these things because I have been talking to my friends in the healthcare, and I also have some friends who like to travel for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and so so it's just a way to put some discussions in. I'll post the link in there, and then I'll post the link down here. Um, and if you want to join in at a certain point to share what also you are coming across, what are the challenges? Okay. So anyway, so one of the main challenges is the 72 hours clock, right? The clock that you have. Because you need a PCR test, right? Depending where you're taking it, that 72 hours is not realistic. Okay. A good friend of mine who's in Florida decided to be a guinea pig for this experiment. So what they did, they traveling to Dubai on Friday, right? 2 days ago. Okay. So they took the test on the September 1st. They took the first one, urgent care, right? And they told them they needed to travel. It was very important that they get the results back, right? So that was Tuesday, September 1st. They didn't get a test to Friday, okay? So Friday. So what he did is he took a test Tuesday from urgent care. He took another test from CVS on Wednesday, and then he did a private on Thursday. So he took three tests, back to back to back to back, right? To see when is that even realistic for them. So the test on Tuesday, agent came back Friday, so he missed his flight. The test on Wednesday came back Saturday, so he already have missed his flight. The test that the private one that he took on Thursday, he got it back on 24 hours, which is Friday. So he knew the Friday time is not going to be possible. So he rescheduled his flight to Sunday. Okay. So he's flying tonight. So, and what the private they pay out of pocket, right? So urgent care CVS, even at CVS, they gave him the cotton swab to do it himself. Okay, so that was interesting. And he had to argue with urgent care, the one on Tuesday, to figure out whether even they're doing it right. But he went to the private one on Thursday. He paid $102 to get it tested, and they guarantee he was going to be there 24 hours. So when you go to a private facility, they have batches, right? So when they send this test in, they send in batches. So there's urgent, there's 2 day results, and then I think the normal time frame. CVS, Urgent Care, all those places are going to the same facility. So there may be a backlog depending on where you are, and you may get your test more than the 72 hours before you fly. Okay. So he volunteered. I really want to thank him a lot for doing that. So assuming you beat the 72 hours, right? Are you able to do, let's say, good case scenario, you're able to do it like um 24 hours. The best outcome, 24 hours, you get it. And so now, okay, you escape the first hurdle, you get to Ghana, right? So if they test you are negative, boom, boom, you're gonna pay your $150. When you get there, they test you are negative. You spend 30 minutes, whatever the time is at the airport. You go home, perfect. What if you get down there and then you test positive? But then you say, Tony, but I just took the test a couple of days ago and I was negative and I get to Ghana and then, you know, positive, right? So maybe you got it something on the plane. All viruses will still have a cycle, right? Whether there will be enough viral load in the system to show a positive test, that's interesting. But another thing is that these tests also produce something called, false positive, right? And so this rapid test. So some other countries like Dubai, even the UK has banned them because it's very, very inaccurate. So even though your test in Ghana might produce positive for COVID, it might be one of those false positive inaccuracies. Please don't tell me it can never happen. That's happening all the time. Those tests has 100% accuracy. There's something in there, okay? And I'm assuming the one that they have in Ghana are not the best scenario, right? It's not cream of the crop of the testing kit, okay? And so my question is that, okay, so let's say whether you have COVID or you don't have COVID, you test positive. Then the president said that you'll be, handed over to the medical team over there. They're going to do more assessment. So is the assessment part of the 150? Is the assessment an additional cost? So what happened? They do another assessment, maybe they do another test, and it shows you are positive. Okay, then are you going to be self quarantined? Are they going to quarantine you? Who's going to pay the cost? How much is the cost for that 2 weeks quarantined? Because all this to me is very, very important so you can plan. Because if you're going there for 2 months and let's say you get as positive, you quarantine for 2 weeks, it's not an end of deal. But if you're going there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and something happens and you get quarantined for 2 weeks, I mean, forget a trip. You're not going to do anything within a week, right? And so these things to me is a gray area that we would like to know. For us, we like to know so we can plan accordingly, right? And so I feel like if anybody has that information in there, that'll be very, very useful to everybody that wants to travel. I want to go to, but I want to sort these things out because not only is the financial thing, sometimes it's just like you don't have the time, if you're only going there for 2 to 3 weeks and you're quarantined. Okay. So this information is important. So if you guys know that, that information, you can come in and share this information, or you can, I posted a link over there, or you can put it in the comment section after the video because we would like to know what is the plan. What is the other cost so we can prepare because the worst thing you want to go over there and then all of a sudden they say come out with another $300, $500 or something like that. I don't think it's fair. So because I think people know, then they will plan accordingly, right? And so if everything goes well, great. You beat the 72 hours, you get to Ghana, everything works out, you get a test negative, you go home, you go do whatever you went there for. That's perfect. But if you get there, you test positive for COVID, what we want more meat in that. And so I hope it's genuine. I hope it's genuine. A process they're putting together. I hope it's not one of those things because I know how it goes down. I hope it's not none of that because if somebody tests positive, positive, and then is legit, and then they can pay their way and still mingle with the population. I think it is it's crazy, but that would not be out of the ordinary for me. Okay, so we need to push this question. So Georgia said, "Do you think the $150 makes sense?" So assuming if the protocol is legitimate, assuming the protocol is going to be they are doing this for purely health reasons and the money is going to be used to make sure they are using the best test kit to reduce the number of either false positive or false negatives, right? Then I think you know it is reasonable. It is reasonable that there's some kind of fee. Now, whether the 150 is a lot or little, I really don't know because I don't know the cost of each test. And so these are additional employees that you have to pay for and all the additional things they put at the airport. And so one way they could do it. So either they charge the 150 or they could sneak in into something, new COVID fee or something like that. But for me, if we are paying the 150, we want to make sure that the test is accurate, it's and then every precaution is being done to make sure that we are safe and we go by that. But so there's three things that you have to factor in this test: sensitivity, specificity, and also the protocol, right? The protocol in which they're testing this test. So ideally, what I would have liked was they should give us about 1 week here to get a valid test. We get to Ghana. Even if they want to do some COVID test, like we check our temperature over there. If you're out of the norm, then you go to this extra scrutiny. So you get to Ghana. If your temperature is within normal range, um, then you go through and stuff like that. They can tap in the 150 or whatever that month is into something that we pay. But if we are going to be doing some tests and then the test has some inaccuracies in there, then that means it's kind of like, I mean, what is that really even important? Because there'll be some people that will actually have COVID and the test will come back saying negative, you know, or that'll be a false negative. And then some people that will not have COVID and the test will come back positive. That would be false positive. And so, and then they have to go through all the stuff that was not necessary. So I think, I'm all about when we want to do something, let's do it well. And let's make it clear. We can all read it and understand, hey, this thing, so we can take chance. We want to take some risk. We want to know at least what are the potential costs to ourselves. But other than that, um, I don't want it to be a situation where the test come back or the test is even negative and they say, hey, madam, you know, it's positive, but do something here, we'll let you go, because if I'm betting my money on that, it's gonna happen. So that is the thing. So if it's about health, then it better be about health. Okay. So that because this is forcing a bunch of people to wait and see approach because the ambiguity that is in there is just making things a little bit stressful, which I think was not necessary, right? Was not necessary. Come on, man. We can write this thing better. It's a country for God's sake, right? So make this thing coherent. Let us know what is all the possibilities. So people, when if there's an extra cost, let us all know so we can prepare for that. So then if we are coming, we already factor in, hey, if you're quarantined, you're gonna cost you $500, $1,000, whatever. So then we know that. But if somebody gets there and they are shocked with this, I think it's very, very unfair. Okay, it's very unfair. So let me know what you think in there with the questions and stuff like this. But other than that, still planning anyway, whether you're going um soon or you are going, later, like later mean, around Christmas time. Still prepare and that kind of stuff. You know, like those of you who've gone to Ghana, you always need more money than you think. So I want us to just prepare well and make sure that we are ready to go and take care of our business and that kind of stuff. So and and if you ever get there and something happens, they say, you got to come back. If you don't have money to stay there for at least a year, to take care of your stuff, just get on a plane, just come back. You don't be part of some story about some people's stock again. Okay, so here's the things that is being running through my mind. So what my friend is suggests is if you want to test quickly, it's better to go to private. So at least in the US here, go to a private and then try to get a test quickly. That will guarantee you about 24 hours on demand. Let them know you are traveling the next day, evening and stuff. So how they are counting the hours is not every day. It's 24-hour clock. So if you go 3 p.m. today to take a test, from 3 p.m. today to tomorrow 3 p.m. is 24 hours. That's one day. So that's how they are counting that. So um, put your stuff in there, because the worst thing, because the airlines are getting really, really strict on this. If you don't have the result, they're not gonna let you fly. So that is why I'm not really, you know, um, I'd rather have you fly and then go to Ghana and then figure it out that maybe, the 72 hours you have exceeded that and stuff like that. Because sometimes man, this 72 hours is headache, man, because you got to time everything, hoping everything falls within the range of when you take the test and when you fly, you get the result back and fly. Okay. And so I would, I want, maybe they should give us 5 days or 7 days, stuff like that. So anyway, let me know what you think, and check with your airlines protocol before you fly, um, and stuff like that, because it's like they are getting really strict on this thing. So um, I saw a question about visa and stuff like that. So there's visa on arrival. I always say this, when in doubt, always get a 5-year visa, and so then you don't have to deal with the visa issues and stuff like that. Because visa on arrival, man, you don't have a lot of control. They can just, well, you go next month, they say 200, you go there, say 300, and all that kinds of stuff. So I just get a 5-year, you know monthly visa, and then don't have to worry about that. So let me screw to you and see. um I want to make sure I don't miss any good questions. Okay, so England, you have to pay for a test, and if it's negative, you can travel and then do that testing again when you reach. Yep. So it's just, so there's a question. So those who can pay, set up a GoFundMe prior to traveling. Okay, that's another option. Um, and so, and even that too, even if it's the 150, you have to prepare for additional cost, right? Should, in case something happens. The thing that's frustrating about Ghana sometimes is like these things just seems to come out of nowhere. Okay. Um, nice YouTube setup. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Um, so there's a question. So if you get to Ghana, you test positive, do you get quarantine for 2 weeks? Like before, we don't know. We don't know, because they haven't really stated exactly what is a protocol, what is going to happen if you test positive, and that is why I have the problem, because we don't know. And if we're going to quarantine, are we paying for the hotel? Are we choosing our own hotel? Are they choosing a hotel and we paying for it? What is the cost? We need to know all this. We need this, because these questions are very, very important. You don't want to, go there thinking you're going to self quarantine yourself, and then you get there, they'll be like, nope, we got to take you here to this hotel. Come out with another $700. You see, that is not fair. So let's say, yep. So what I can tell you from my experience getting back into Dubai put in 6 hours. That's, my friend said that too. Yeah, restriction of PCR test. So it's back 22 minutes. I firstly had a lab. Yep, on site. Visibility, good. Yeah. So if they have a lab on site, you can get it fast. Most people do send it to a facility, and depending on how many uh, people are bringing it in from different places, is going to get backlogged. So if they have a testing facility on site, then it's possible you can get it in the same day. Okay, thanks for that good information. And I know Dubai has thrown away the rapid test when you get there because of inaccuracies. So let me see. Yes, CS in the house. You're currently at a government hotel and you pay. Okay, good. So our dear sister here gives the information. You are currently at a government hotel and then you pay. Good. So we would like to know, what is the cost, so we can factor that in as well. And so, and if the government is paying, they should let us know, right? Um, and because I know at one point they were paying, so in April they were paying, and then it got too expensive, and so then people have to pay out of pocket. A friend of a friend, yeah, had to pay out of pocket. So I think they should just let us know so that we can adequately prepare for these things. Other than that, it's just we are happy to go home. We don't want to get there and then we go through this process. So that is what I'm trying to avoid. So the more information we get for our people, the better it is, so people can plan for this trip and stuff like that. So because we could use a break, we could all use a break. So anyway, other than that, what do you have going on? The new studio, you guys saw that? It's done. I'm looking forward to see if I can make a dash this year to Ghana and take care of some project myself. And so we'll see how all this thing. Then I'm trying to get all my all the information I need so I can plan well and stuff like that for any surprises. Um, and so we have a webinar coming up next week, Saturday. Obviously we have the consultation aspect. So let me know about this thing. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this idea. Let me know what you think. Okay. Um, as a content creator, there's having these gadgets and all that stuff helps a little bit. And so I'm thinking about doing a raffle. So raffle to give away certain stuff with a camera, mic, and all that stuff for the content creators or anybody that's on YouTube and stuff like that, or equivalent of cash payment or whatever. If you win the raffle, you get to pick which route you want to go, and the raffle is going to be. So I'm thinking about. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. Obviously, we're going to set some expectations. Three criteria that you have to meet. You have to be a subscriber. You have to have done maybe one consultation or join a webinar at least in the month of September. And also the channel has to hit, I'm thinking about maybe 5,000 subscribers within that month. And I'm going to select like 5 people. And then we're going to do a live raffle, and then whoever wins, and I can buy you, if you want the camera that I use for stuff, I'll buy, ship it to you, or if I can buy, you can pick it up at wherever you are in the world. That's great. Other than that, I'll get information and ship it to you. Or if you want it in a cash value, then I'll find a way to get you the money, and maybe you can buy something. So let me know if that is a good idea or stuff like that. So to join the webinar, go to Royal Consulting Solution. You see over there, you can see join the webinar, and then you can just sign up, and then and you can even put questions. You can send me some questions ahead of time, and then we can go through that. The people that have been coming have been getting great value for the discussions. You get to see other people also have um, similar questions, or maybe something that you haven't thought about. And so I think the value is there, especially now that the airport is open, and you want to make sure that all the things are in place so you can go and just succeed and stuff like that. So anyway, so you gotta replace the studio in my house for me. Yes, yes. Jojo B, yes, I can send you all the stuff. Just plan it. I think the biggest expense was the iMac desktop, because Macs are never cheap. But other than that, it's just here and there, and then but I like it. It's very comfortable. It's a place you can get away. And I can tell you, content creators will tell you this. Sometimes you have to hide, especially when you have kids. You got to put them out of the house. It's just when you can have a place you can go and be able to just create. Be in a zone. That is great. So if you want, I can send you my list, all the stuff that I have here, and then you can just pick and choose and figure it out what you would like to do. And so, like the videos, guys, like the videos. Okay. Let me see. Yep. So thank you, Lacia. So you can join the webinar by clicking on that, and so let's get you going. Let's get you prepared. Um, Ghana is awesome. It's awesome. When you prepare, it's like heaven. I can tell you. But when it's not, it can be very, very difficult situation for you. So, I want you to go there, so you'll be able to have all your contingency in place and stuff like that. So, um, so let's make it let's make it happen for you, um, and stuff like that. So it's all about getting information out there to our people, and then making sure that we have all the stuff that we need to do to make a sound decision, and go, and go. So do your thing. Okay. So other than that, you know where to find me. The project that we are working on, you know, some project that we have to go in and demo the floor and stuff like that. We're working on that. We're gonna wrap it up sometime next week. So I'll do a post video of what we're able to do to fix all the issues and stuff like that. So there's a lot of people that can help you. I can help you. Lacia can help you. And so don't be afraid to seek counsel, because nobody, do it alone, right? Stuff like that. So what you're about to engage is going to be a long endeavor. It's going to be costly. So you want to make sure your money is going to the right places. Okay. So anyway, I'll keep it short. I promise to keep my live streams under 30. And so thank you very much for everybody that had the time to tune in. And thank you for the moderators for stepping in and share some info and stuff like that. I love you guys. I always say I don't have followers, I have leaders, and so I appreciate you. Some of you have been here when I started. I remember those names, and so I look forward to hopefully someday I can meet you in person. Then we can break bread and talk about how we can make a couple of millions or maybe $1 billion or something like that. Okay. All right. So thank you very much. Take care. Enjoy your day, Sunday. And then I wish you the best in everything that you're trying to achieve, and go beyond the stars. Okay. You deserve it. Thank you.